Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm dressed the same. Pre-filming is happening. Today's video is my pan that palette and pan in every palette for now. So if you're interested in seeing that, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so as you know, last year in about May, I rolled in my Modern Renaissance and my Subculture palette to pan and work on for the year, and these are obviously being rolled over into this year. So I'll start the video with this portion and we'll go from there. So again, I'm going to work on this Modern Renaissance palette. I should show you a close-up of where I am. This weighs 180 grams. I will be getting a weighing scales with a decimal point on it from Elen, so I'll be able to show you better numbers. So for this month, I'm going to work my hardest on Bon Fresco. I should show you a close-up there. I have currently started to use it as a contour for here. I always contour under here anyway, so I actually am enjoying using it for that. Those of you who don't know, I have said that I've had issues with that shade because it looks like a bruise on me, so I've actually been enjoying it for that. So I want to use that shade as much as possible. So I'm going to say like 10 times in January. I want to use it at least 10 times in January. And then I want to use Love Letter, Venetian Red and Red Ochre 3 times each. Those are my January goals. I do use Warm Taupe in my brows anyway, so that is my goal for this palette for the month. And this year I also want to start using it in other ways. Then the Subculture, this weighs 193 grams. And this is where this bad boy is at. Again, there should be pictures and close-ups just to show us where we're starting for the year. And there's a big dip in Dawn, but it's quite high up on the sides. I am finding it difficult to use Untamed and Destiny, these two, because they're looking a bit black on my eye. So my goal is to use each of these 3 times, like a minimum of 3 times, okay? Because I want to figure out, and if you guys have any idea what I could do with these shades, let me know, because I'm opening to doing whatever you suggest. Pretty much do anything anyone suggests anyway. So that's what I want to do. I don't think by any means I can finish them. This Mercury shade I actually have on me today. It's actually quite pigmented, but I have it on in the outer corner and into the crease, and I'm actually not minding it that much. I put it in the tail of my brow, and it is too pigmented for that. But yeah, that's my goal. So what are the goals, did we say? 3 times each on Untamed and Destiny. I need one more goal for this palette. I want to use Mercury 5 times because I know that didn't really get enough use there last year either. So 3 times on the 2 green shades and 5 times on the grey shade. That is my goal for this palette for the month of January. And then the next thing I want to do is, last year I struggled, sorry, I have a really random curled ringlet piece of hair. I don't know why. But last year I struggled to find, every year I struggled to find a balance between, you know, project panning and using things, but I also want my collection to look loved and have pan in it. And I want to switch to doing pan those eyeshadows. However, like I toyed with the idea of using this as my 5th shade, and then I said, no, you know what, I really want to finish these. So I have one more lid shade in here, but can be used in the crease, so that is Antique Bronze. So I won't even count that because I don't have to. But in here I have 2 lid shades left, as in 2 shimmer shades, this one and this one, but I don't want to force myself to go crazy. And therein I have a pile of mattes. So I don't really want to do the Pando's eyeshadows until I have less of that, but I do only have 2 lid shades left in this project. So I said I would do pan in every palette for now. So, excuse me, I'm going to try hit pan in a palette. Now on the screen I should have, or I will have, how many palettes I own and how many of those palettes have pan in it. I imagine like 1 will have pan in it and that's it, because I either will finish it to completion or that's it. You know, that's it. So my goal is to have as much palettes as I can. So while I'm working away on this, I can kind of migrate my way over and get use out of it. So the palette I chose to start with is the Colourpop Going Coconuts. And this is weighing 102 grams to begin with. And I want to use every shade in the palette, But I will most likely prioritize the shimmer shade, I'm guessing, because I have only got 2 of those left, and then I have a load of mattes, and I want to prioritize those other mattes, but we'll see. I'm not allowed to hit pan in this shade, as in I can hit pan in it, but if I hit pan in this shade, it's not counted because it's like a matte cream, but there is sparkles in it, but I imagine like I will use it for that reason. Yeah, I will. And I still have a single eyeshadow to show you, so there's no point just yet, but I imagine I'm going to be working on one of those shimmer shades down the middle, we'll see. But I want to get more use out of this palette. This is exciting for me because I don't have to commit to it for 16 years. I have to commit to it till I hit pan. Have you guys hit pan in this palette? If so, how long or how many uses if you know? Because I'm really curious about how long it will take. This palette is absolutely beautiful. It's a cool tone neutral palette. So I wanted to make it something wearable in here, and then in the Shop My Stash, I'm going to make the Shop My Stash videos be really colourful or crazy eyeshadows that I wouldn't wear on the daily basis. So that's what I want to do for this. What do you guys think? I think this is a great idea. So we're going to show you some close-ups. We're going to try and do something here. So will I set a goal for this for the month or no? I want to use this palette at least 5 times in January. I want to make a decision as to which shade I want to focus on. But for now, we'll just start with a minimum of 5 times. I have to write down all these goals. I'm like not going to remember. But a minimum of 5 times for this palette is my goal for January. And ultimately, we need to decide what shade we're going to work on to hit pan on. Then the final part of my video is my single eyeshadow I'm rolling over from last year, and this is the matte cream shade that I was working on from another Makeup Revolution palette that's depotted. You should see on the screen what it looks like up close, and I want to finish it, and that will be another eyeshadow empty towards 2021 hopefully. So for now, these are the 3 palettes that I'm going to be working on. And we're going to try and hit some goals because I really need a more juicy, I don't know, I felt kind of burnt out last year. So I want to do a bit better this year. So anyway guys, that was my intro for my Pan That Palette / pan in every palette. I hope I've included also the palette percentage. You know the way in Pan those eyeshadows people do pan percentage? I want to see what percentage of palettes I have that have pan in it. Anyway, let me know what you're doing this year, and I'll see you the next time. Take care. Bye.